Hey folks, Dustin here from the GameKnight Crew, and today we'll get to announce the rest of the GameKnight Crew to you. So I'll let them introduce themselves.
Nathan Rogers here. Just to give you a little info about myself. I like to play war games specifically. The GameKnight Crew pretty much introduced me to Euro style games. I like Catan. I like Scythe. There's a bunch of games that I like, but my bread and butter is war games, and we're actually going to be checking one of those out today called Guards of Atlantis 2.
Hey guys, my name is Matthew. I like a whole bunch of different board games, kind of a jack of all trades, but master of none with them. I like pretty much just all different types. So they for the group, I'm kind of the one that gets the analysis paralysis. So
I'm Chad.
So we are the GameKnight Crew, and we're excited to have y'all on our YouTube channel. So please stick around, like and subscribe, comment, because if you don't, we will find you and we will kidnap you and then force you to play only Euro games for the rest of your life. But you might like that. So anyway, today we have a special game that we're playing. Today is Nathan's game day. We gather each month for a day of games, and each month we have a different person that will pick out a game. So today is Nathan, and he's going to tell you a little bit about this game that we're playing today.
Awesome, guys. So, like Dustin said, my name is Nathan Rogers, and today we're going to look at Guards of Atlantis 2. This is a very interesting style game. It's what we like to call a MOBA, a massively online battle arena game. So, it's kind of that interesting mix between a skirmish game and a war game mixed with League of Legends and Dota, if that makes sense. It'll make sense as we play it, but basically what we have here, looking today at Guards of Atlantis 2, what we have here is a MOBA style game. If you have ever played League of Legends, it's a very interesting niche type game. It's got a lot of following, League of Legends, Dota does, but they finally made a board game for it. So we're really interested in playing that today. Just to give you a quick overview of what type of game this is. So in this game, you have a home base and your opponent has a home base. And the goal of this game is to, if you are on the blue side, your goal is to have your minions push the wave towards the enemy nexus. If you do that, you win. There's another way to win the game, which is if all of these wave counters get flipped over. Each time a lane is pushed, you flip a wave counter. And then the final way to win the game is if you defeat enough enemy players, not minions. These are minions, and this is your player character. Today I'm using Gideon the Arch Wizard. We have Mr. Chad using
Garrus the Gladiator.
Let's get Garrus over here so they can all see who we're working with. There's Garrus the Gladiator. Matt has
Silver Arrow the Pathfinder.
Silver Arrow the Pathfinder. Matthew's a ranger at heart. And then we have Dustin over here with Whisper
The Outcast.
the Outcast. And we'll show you his miniature. I'm a miniature guy at heart as
Yes.
well, so that's something I definitely like. But anyway, so if Matthew and Chad were to defeat us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, that also ends the game. You flip the counters over each time, and once you run out of life counters, the game is over. Once you run out of wave counters, the game is over. Or if your enemy minions are able to push into the enemy nexus, the game also ends. So how this is different than League of Legends and Dota is, in League of Legends and Dota, your minions are constantly pushing up into the enemy nexus or headed that way. This game, the minions are pretty much stationary. They don't really move until all of the minions, for instance, if all of our minions are defeated, we just reset up in this new quadrant. And setting up in this new quadrant, that's considered how they would push the lane. So that'll make sense as we play through. I just wanted to give you a small inkling of what the game is like. There are characters. There's Gideon the Arch Wizard. There are minions. There's wave counters. There's a tiebreaker coin. The company decided to put this tiebreaker metal coin out, so obviously I'm a metal coin kind of guy, so I had to invest, as well as metal coins right here. There's just something very aesthetically pleasing about having metal coins in a board game. I think we can all agree on that. Isn't that right? And they also produce this neoprene mat, which is also really interesting. But without any further ado, I guess I can show the cards before we get into the game. Each player has a gold card. Each player has a silver card. And then you have red, blue, and green cards. And as the game goes, you level up, which is a very MOBA style thing to start off at level 1 and slowly work your way up in levels till you're finally able to unlock your ultimate. So everybody has an ultimate. Everybody has level 1, level 2, level 3 red cards, blue cards, green cards, and every single person has a silver card and a gold card. This is a game that does not have a lot of randomness in it because you are in control of what you level up to. You're in control of the cards that are always in your hand. And this game prides itself in being no randomness, 100% cutthroat. But maybe we won't be as cutthroat today. We'll see. But without any further ado, we'll go ahead and get started and let you guys see a playthrough of Guards of Atlantis.
Awesome.
All right, guys, so we'll go ahead and get started on Guards of Atlantis 2. First thing that we always want to do is you can see this tiebreaker metal coin. Very nice. Very heavy. Matthew, if you would please flip, roll, spin, however with that. All right, so orange team will be our tiebreaker. If the initiative for two players ever conflicts with one another, we'll reference the tiebreaker coin, and that'll keep any arguing to a minimum. So at this point in time, we've gone over a few of the things that are relevant in this. One of those things being our wave counter markers. Once all of those have been flipped, the game is over. Another way for the game to be over is we have these heart counters, life counters, however you want to refer to them. Once they've all been flipped over, the game will also end. And then if you're able to push your minions into the enemy base, the game will also end. So there's 3 different ways for this game to conclude. And with that, we will go ahead and get started. First thing we want to do, gentlemen, is pick one of our 5 cards. Okay. Everybody starts off with a gray card, a red card, a blue card, a green card, and a gold card. As the game progresses, you'll be able to level up the green, blue, and red cards, and then your silver or gray and gold cards will remain with you for the duration of the game. And then if it becomes relevant this game, there's also an opportunity to upgrade to an ultimate as well. So with that in mind, we will all place face down our starting cards. I will start off with this card. And then once everybody has placed theirs face down, we'll flip them up, revealing them, and go in initiative order. So I picked mine. Gentlemen, if y'all want to pick yours.
Okay.
I thought I would give a little introduction to what the card looks like, what we're looking at. These are the different levels that we can gain as the rounds progress. In each round, you have 4 turns. And here's my discard pile. And then if, as I level up, I will put unbought cards up here, and those will be like items that boost me in power. This is Gideon. Arch Wizard. If you want to pause, you can kind of see what he's good at and kind of his pros and cons. Dustin's Whisper the Outcast, his special card. If you want to pause, check that out. We have Chad's over here. If you'll hand me your card. Yeah, thank you. And then this is Garrus, the character Chad is using. And then Matt is using Silver Arrow. So you can kind of, Chad and Matt are teamed up with one another, and Dustin and I are teamed up with one another as well. So have y'all picked
So-
y'all's yet?
If you exhaust, it goes there.
No. You
or-
play your card face down, and then we all flip them over at the same time, and then just go in initiative order.
Okay.
Have y'all got y'all's picked out yet?
Fast travel. Remind me.
If you decide you want to fast travel, you can move from one location in one zone to another location in another zone in any location in that zone, as long as one thing is true. There's not an enemy minion in the zone you're moving to, or the enemy minion, or there's an enemy minion in the zone you're moving from as well. So I could move my character from here to here, anywhere in this zone, as a fast action or a fast travel action.
In place of your card.
Well, you would exhaust your card to do that.
So discard it.
But still go ahead and, like, if we were to do that, we just.
So if everybody's got theirs, you flip them over, and then you put them in your turn 1 slot.
Okay.
You might want to show it to the camera, just to kind of let everybody see what you're using.
Yeah, anything that y'all want to show, you can just put in front of that.
Great. And I'm going to do that one. So.
Okay, so my initiative is 13. That's the number in the top left.
And then even if we exhaust,
My initiative is 13. I can use this as a defensive secondary action. It has a defense value of 2. This is my silver, gray card, however you want to describe it. And in doing this, I apply the primary action text to it. Does anybody have an initiative value higher than 13 or equal? If not, my card says add all spell cards to the spell book. So this is my spell book. So I'll add all these cards to my active spell deck. And then it says only Gideon can look at the cards in the spell book. As each spell is cast, remove it from the spell book face up. The action on the spell card is performed by the hero casting the spell. So my other cards will allow me to cast spells from the spell book that I just added to my hand. So next we have an initiative of 5, Chad. So you will go ahead and do a secondary or a primary action.
So we'll do discard and fast travel.
Well, you'll keep it in your turn 1 because that's what you used as your turn 1 action. So
Okay.
you'll be able to fast travel.
Okay, so I don't discard yet.
And that you'll only discard cards you use as defense,
Okay.
as a defensive
Fast
action,
travel is-
or if somebody makes you discard a card to your discard pile.
Okay.
So you're going to fast travel Garrus
Okay.
from the zone that you're in right now to anywhere in this zone, an adjacent zone. And these are obstacles right here, so you can't move through them unless you have a special ability to move through them.
So initiative's lowest to highest.
Highest to lowest.
Oh, whoops.
So I went first because mine's 13.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Then his is 5.
Right, and we're both
And then
tied for 3.
there's going to be the
I
tiebreaker.
didn't realize you'd already
there.
went.
Well, you can only go to an adjacent
Yeah.
zone, remember?
adjacent.
Oh, okay.
So anywhere in this zone right
I
here.
gotcha. We'll do that one now.
Okay. So because there is a tie right here, we reference the tiebreaker coin. Orange team gets the initiative there. So Matt, you can go ahead and take yours, and we'll flip that on over to blue.
Okay. All right. I'm exhausting it. Fast travel, pretty much. I'm going to go here.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I planned on using the skill right here to place yourself into an empty minion spawn point in the range in the battle zone.
Which there's not an empty minion spawn point.
So I just use it as fast travel then.
Unless these are considered empty minion spawn points. But I don't think it would work that way. So I think that would be in reference to if this was gone in the active minion zone, that would be an empty
Right.
spot.
Okay.
At least we'll play it that way. I'll put in the comments if that's not true.
I'll just do fast travel, and I'm good right here.
Okay. So that is turn 1 of round 1. Now we go straight to turn 2. So
Okay.
we pull up our cards and we go to the next thing.
I'd just like to add that Matthew does cheat.
It's called strategy. No.
Oh, is that what they call it?
Yeah. No.
All right. So I have my card chosen. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
All right, so now we just all reveal.
Okay.
Whoever has the highest initiative will go first. I have 5. Dustin has 10.
I've got 10.
Okay, so once again,
But you got
they're
tiebreaker
fighting
this time.
over initiative.
Yep.
Luckily,
Yep.
for us at least,
Yeah.
we have the blue tiebreaker coin. So Dustin will go, and then we'll flip this coin back to where they'll have initiative next turn if there's a tie.
Okay. We use it for the skill for my first primary action. Target an enemy unit in radius occupying a spawn point. Move that unit 1 space. So I'm guessing
That'll be what
these are the-
radius of 2 is what you have. Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'm assuming I can move this filler 1.
It's 2 from where your hero is at, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
I have that too.
Target an enemy unit in a radius, which would be 2 spaces from you, opposing a spawn point. Move that unit 1 space. Yeah, so you'll have to choose something within 2 spaces of you.
It's nothing there. Okay.
So you could at least use it if you just wanted
Yeah, you
to.
could use it as a
Or
you could use your move action.
Yeah, which would get you 2 spaces closer.
Yeah. That's what
You could also this is considered a zone right here. So if you wanted to fast travel right here,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I think I'll fast travel.
So we see Dustin's going to be jumping around the board.
Yep.
All right, so next would be Matt.
All right, I'm going to use it for my movement, so I get 3. I'm going to go 1, 2 right there. That's mine.
I'm gonna use my movement here, so I'm gonna go 3.
All right, and then I'm going to fast travel 2. One thing that I'm not positive if I referenced at the beginning, this is a heavy minion.
Mm-hmm.
This is a ranged minion. This is a melee minion. If you're next to a friendly melee minion, you get +1 to your defense. If you're next to an enemy melee minion, you get -1 to your defense. Anything within 2 spaces of a ranged minion that's an enemy gets -1 to their defense. And then same as melee minion rules apply to the heavy minion. If you're next to him, you get +1 if he's friendly, -1 if he's an enemy, and you cannot defeat the heavy unless he is the only minion remaining. And in doing so, the melee and the ranged gain you 2 coins. The heavy gains you 4. So small addendum to that, if you will. So we've all, and you'll keep that in your turn 2 slot. You'll only ever discard if it's a defense action or if they make you discard.
Okay.
Just to clarify, folks, this is mine, Matthew, and Chad's first time playing this, so we might be trying to figure out things as we go along.
This is definitely a learning experience,
yes.
even for me as well.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go to turn 3.
Okay.
Might have put a little hurting on us there, Dustin, because we're so close to each other.
Yeah. Oh, is this have friendly fire?
No, there's not friendly fire, but most of the minions that we can kill. Well, I guess we can do a little work over here. All right. This will be my chosen card.
I'm gonna have to use one of these for. Can I use this card for movement?
No, because it doesn't have,
Right, it doesn't have
a
the-
boot right here or a boot right here.
Right. Okay.
So the boot.
And I can't use it for fast travel.
I believe it has to have a boot on it to fast travel.
Okay. Decisions, man. Sorry, I'm holding this up.
No, you're fine.
Analysis paralysis.
And you had to use
I know. I was the one over here like Matt's the one with AP. You know.
Oh, he'll admit he is, but
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we all have a touch.
Yeah.
Touching it.
All right, so I have an initiative of 11.
11, 12.
12.
All right, so it appears Matt will go first.
Okay. So it is a shoot and scoot. So it's basic attack. Target a unit at maximum range, which it's 2. So I have to do
That one or that one?
Yep. And I'm going to do that one.
All right, so that is removed
Okay.
as per the rules of defeating a melee minion. He gains 2 coins.
All right. And the other part of it, after the attack, if able, I can fast travel to an adjacent zone. So I believe at this point.
Is it say if possible?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, it's not possible because there's enemy minions in the zone you're located in.
Oh, that's right, because I can't. Okay. All right. Okay. I guess that's that.
All right, so then it goes to you,
Okay.
Dustin.
I'm gonna use this for a secondary action, and I'm just gonna move 1. That's it.
Okay, and sometimes that does happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my gold card, and it is called Cantrip.
Which
and I'm
should
going
not go.
No,
Yeah.
because I have the initiative.
I thought we had for the whole round, just for the first move.
But, yeah,
It's
that broke the tie for
Pretty
them,
much it
and then
flips between.
and then I
everything,
will
so-
flip it after I take my turn for you.
Oh, for the next tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Flip.
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm going to use Magic Missile out of my spell book. Target a unit in range and not adjacent to you.
What's the range?
3. So that does not go back in my spell book. I'll have to prepare that spell again. So I'll deal 1 damage to this minion, gaining
Nice.
2 points. So now y'all have the initiative next time.
All right. Target a unit adjacent to you. +1 attack for all cards in your discard. Don't have any discard, but I do have +4 damage, so this guy's gonna go. And
You'll gain
I get
2 coins.
those things.
All right. So
Turn 4.
turn 4.
I'm ready this time.
You ready to rock and roll, huh?
Yeah.
I'm within 3 of you. I wonder what your range is.
You getting sweaty there, Matt?
Well, mostly sweaty. I'm
I'm gonna do my sweater
There's
already.
Matt's
Monster.
hero, and there's my hero. I'm getting pretty close to him, so I got him sweating a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna swap it up. So, all right. So let me ask. So at the end of turn 4, then there's the push and stuff. So our heroes stay where they're at, but it's just the minions pretty much reset essentially wherever.
They will reset if one team's minions is completely off the board. If not, you take
Then you
the difference off of it. Once we get there, I'll show you how that works.
I was just debating if it's worth making sure I just take out another minion, possibly die.
Beneficial. And you get coins to level up with, too.
Yeah, so even if I die, at least I'd be able to level up.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that one was the win-win for you either way because you have options.
All right.
Well, one was like definitely
That's what I'm
survive,
going
the other
to
one was like
use.
I don't know what they have, so I may
I'm going to
die,
use it
but
for this right here.
depending on
Well,
it.
if they have
All right. So let's all reveal.
higher initiative, then you can.
Yeah.
They'll reveal themselves. You can use your shield to
9.
block. We got this.
Using this for
Okay.
attack.
We got that.
This is gonna be crazy to edit.
Yeah.
Cards, back.
Yeah. That's true. Before the attack. Okay, so who initiative?
I've got 9.
7.
I have 7.
All right. I've got 9, so and I've got tiebreaker. So all right. Range is 2 target unit in range, which is not adjacent to any other unit or target unit adjacent to you. But does the range 2 still work?
So you can use that ability on something that is within range 2.
Okay. All right.
So it works.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to kill other minion. 2 more. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And that flips now. Yeah.
Well, what happened to that minion that was there?
I killed him.
I shot it with
Well,
a magic
yeah,
missile.
okay.
yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
That's why I'm saying it might have been a bad thing for us to be.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, so I was supposed to move 1. Well, hang on. So
You could put it this time.
Uh,
Before. Sorry, when you've had trouble.
So my original plans before the attack, you may move up to 1 space, and then it says that if there's an empty minion spawn point in radius in the battle zone, target a unit adjacent to you. Which obviously there are spawn points that are empty, but now there's nothing adjacent to me.
Which you could always use it as a movement action now.
Yeah.
Move 4.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll move 4.
So then, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
With that in mind,
Mm-hmm.
this is a learning experience. You are next to a melee minion that moves your defense down by 1. You're 2 away from a range unit. It goes down another 1. So to block a 3 power attack, you would have to expend a 5 defense value thing, which is okay. You just might next turn want to play something with a very high initiative to take that out. You know.
Right. Yeah, I got you. Well, hang on. Do we fill our hand back up? Since
Yes, everything will go right back there to your hand.
Okay.
At the end of this, it's just minions attack. It's not the
I'll
heroes
tell you
doing
what.
additional damage. It's pretty much just if a minion is going to attack us, then you have to use defense at this point, right?
Minions won't attack heroes.
Okay.
They don't attack each other.
I got you.
So then it's
I'm gonna keep it 1 space away just in case.
Okay. So with that in mind, I will move up to 3. 1, 2, 3.
And now it goes back to us again.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna move 4. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.
And kind of the same thing. The minion, minus what defense?
Just -1 to use
Okay.
defense.
Yeah.
All right. So that is the end of round 1. With that, we now do a minion push. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minions. We have 1, 2, 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. We lose 2 more minions.
Nice.
They don't get any coins for that, but puts us in a pretty tough spot.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, you take all of your cards back.
Okay.
Then we will go to mandatory leveling up. So leveling up, just to give you perspective, to go from, you start off at level 1, so there's not a cost there, but to go from level 1 to level 2, it costs 1 coin. To go from level 2 to level 3, it costs 2 coins. So Matt is the only one that has 4 coins. So he can go up to level 3. He will upgrade 2 of his cards, and then everybody else can upgrade 1 of their cards. You can go from a level 1 red to level 2, level 1 blue to level 2, level 1 green to level 2. This is a good time to pause this while we do that, and then we can just come back and tell them what
So
we
we'll level up and we'll come right back. And also, as you can already tell, Matt's cheating.
This has been part 1 of the Guards of Atlantis 2 playthrough. Be sure to stick around for part 2 and find out which team will be victorious. The GameKnight Crew. Unbox, play, conquer.